Hi, welcome to the Pilates session for cyclists. I'm going to mobilise your legs and relieve tension in your neck and shoulders. So let's go. Let's start in standing with your feet at hip distance apart. So have just a quick check down, seeing that your feet to knees to hips are in direct relation. Then from there, think about how you're standing in those feet. So not too much weight onto the toes, not too much weight onto your heels. Find the midpoint between the two. And then from there, your equal weight through left and right. Bases of the big toes, little toes and heels will just feel like they're plugging down into the floor, but you're lifting up and away. From there, I want you to think about the back of your head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the pelvis and the back of the heels being against a wall. So you're avoiding your pelvis going forwards and your tops of the shoulders shifting back, or conversely, the hip bottom sticking out and then you're hunching in the shoulders. So see as best as you can along that alignment of the wall as you grow lovely and tall. Good. A string is at the top of the head, lifting you upwards. Can you feel how the waistline lifts away from your pelvis? Let's engage through the pelvic floor muscles and the deep abdominals, so your core muscles. And then from there, we're going to roll down off that height chart, off that wall. So chin is in towards you, lengthening through the back of the neck. Allow the front of the chest to move forwards. And as that folds and moves forwards, sense a wall in front of you. You want to be peeling your spine up and over that wall, allowing your shoulders to relax, allowing your head to relax. Maintain your vertical alignment of your legs, so you're avoiding your bottom pushing back. Keep going, allowing yourself to roll down as far as you can. There might be a point where you need to bend your knees to unload the backs of the legs, particularly if you've got tight hamstrings, which I'm assuming you cyclists, you do. And then from there, rolling up, pubic bone curling up towards you as you rebalance the spine and top of the pelvis, and then you elongate on top. So you're back into that start position. Breath in. Breath out, core engaged, chin soft to the throat, up and over you go, over that wall, keeping your hip bones back for as long as you possibly can. It's not a collapse in your abdomen, so feel the abdominals strong there. Shoulders relax, head is relaxed. Bend your knees if you need to, that's absolutely okay. Breath into your back, breath out, coming back up as you realign the spine. That vertical arrangement of your legs, and then up you come. We'll do one more breath in. Breath out, up and over that wall. You're nice and slowly controlled. You're allowing a sense of the sit bones being pinned down towards your heels. So that's the bony protrusions of your bottom being drawn down towards your heels. And it's also the attachment points of your hamstrings. So it just gives you a sense of groundedness towards the floor. Breath in there at your lowest point. Breath out, rolling back up, bone by bone by bone by bone as you come back up. Very nice. Let's get the arms and shoulders working now. So breath in. Breath out, core engage. Keep the stability of your spine against that wall. Arms come up. Can you take your arms behind you without compromising where you are in space in terms of your spine? So you're going to go for a stretch of your pec. So opening up and rotating forwards again. So from this angle, as I take my arms back, I am trying to not sway. I am avoiding my pelvis shifting, and I'm really opening and widening those fingers of my hands because I want to feel that sense of stretch, that sense of openness from the pectoral muscles, because you're hunched over your handlebars for a long period of time. One more. Good. From there, take the arms up, pause there. I want you to twist towards your right, so I'm mirroring you. I'm going to get you to twist towards your right, and as you do so, the pelvis remains forwards as much as you can. Take your arms out. The palms are going to be facing towards me if you're facing in this direction, that is, and then come back to the center. Take your arms up. Circle your arms out to the side and twist to the left, and then return. We go again, arms float up, exhale. Inhale, lift and open up. Feel that your hip bones want to stay as far forward as you possibly can. Both arms up. Twist, lift out of your waistline. Try to keep the hips still and then float around. One more each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Well done. Both arms come up. Core stability there. Try not to let your chest pop. Take the arms back. Can you interlace the fingers behind your back? So you're holding and cupping those hands. Yeah. Roll the shoulders back. Core engaged. Pubic bone lifts up to your heart. Send the arms down. Lift your chest. Let your heart reach forwards and up. Chin is soft to your throat. Breath in there. Breath out, softening. So opening up the pecs again. Roll the shoulders back. Send the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Allow yourself to just give yourself a hug. Just softening the front of those shoulders and then the other way. Nice job. And then I just want you to roll down again. Chin soft to the throat, core engaged, lengthening upwards as you roll down. Think about your hip bones staying upright and vertical. Good. Shoulders relax, head is relaxed. Holding at your bottom line, breath in, breath out, rolling it back up, bone by bone by bone by bone by bone as we come up. Very good. Take a step forward with your left leg. Take a step back with your right. I'm mirroring you still. So you're in this straddled position. I want you to think about the back. Well, the back heel's lifted. The knee of your right knee is going to be vertical or below the hip, yeah? Your front knee is bent. We're going to go down into imaginary wall, meaning your spine, your back of your head, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis feels like it's against the wall. So you're not tipping forwards in your torso, you're staying vertical. Because I want you to feel the stretch coming into the front of your thigh. Can you tip your pubic bone more upwards towards the ceiling? And as you do so, can you feel how that's increasing the stretch on your thigh? I'm taking this quite slowly because I just want you to nail this first and then we'll move on. And then just press up through the left leg. Tip the pubic bone up, go down. Good. Go down as far as you can. Your knee may even touch towards the floor and then you're coming back up. We go again, tip the pubic bone up. So you're utilizing your abdominals, your six pack to do that, go down and we come back up. Now I want you to tip, go down. Raise your right arm up. Can you do a side bend for me? So I'll face you this way. Can you side bend as you tip your pubic bone up? Can you feel how much more stretch you're coming into your legs? Come back up and take your arm down. Good. So go arm up again. Tip the pubic bone up. Glide down the imaginary wall into the side bend. Lift up onto that left side of your waist. Excellent. Come back up. And return. One more. Arm floats forwards and up. Palm facing to the opposite side. Good. Down you go into that. Into the side bend. Lifting up out of your waist. Feel that stretch coming in and then you come up. Let's do the other side. So take a step forward and then take a step back of your left side. So when you're here, I'm aligning myself. I'm knee tracking. So I'm thinking about the hip to knee to foot. The back, I'm still thinking about the same. You're tipping about up the pubic bone, the heel's lifted of your back foot. Go down that imaginary wall. How does it compare on this side to the other side? Press up through the front foot as you come up. So down we go. Waist stays elongated. Watch your knee doesn't go out of that back. So sometimes doing it in front of a mirror is very good to just double check and then come up. Good, we go again. So we're curling that pubic bone up, keeping as vertical as we can. Excellent. And then we're coming back up. Let's add the side bend. So I want you to float that left arm up. We go down. Remember, you can even get to the point where your knee might touch into the side bend. Big opener. And then we come up and we take the arm down. Arm comes up, core engaged. Glide down the imaginary wall. Pause into the side bend. I've got a hand in front of me. Just allows to give me some feedback of what my rib cage is doing. I don't want my ribs to pop because that will lessen the stretch and also give me instability in my torso. We go down again. Arm comes up. Long line down that left side. Into the stretch, core engaged. Very good. Coming up and then come out of it. Very good. And then from there, we can come back into standing. We're going to take a bigger stance now. I want you to take your legs out to the side. And we're going to turn the legs out. And we're going to go into a deep, deep, deep squat. So you're really sending your knees away. Having a look at what's happening into your knees to feet. Because I want it to knee track. I don't want the knees to roll in and the feet facing the opposite way. So you're going to go down and come up. As you can feel, you're getting quite a bit of stretch going on into those adductor muscles, those inner thighs, which is excellent because they're part of your hip flexors. And if anything, you overload your legs when you're cycling. So you're going down. I want you to get tensional length through that, and then you're coming up. So that means you're lengthening and softening. Now what we're going to do is this. I would like you to twist your body towards your left. So you're going to pivot on that back foot. Twist, come up and back. Twist, so the heel's lifted off the other side and come back. Good, and twist. Good, and come back. Keep going. Twist, come back, twist. Last one on each side. Come back, sending the knee down, rotating, still nice, and support it through your abdominals and come back. Walk the feet back. Good. Find yourself to the back end of your mat. Grow nice and tall, core engaged. Down we go into the roll down and go up that height chart, up that wall to go over the fence, over the wall, and then down you go, bone by bone by bone. Good, the hip bones are staying back as long as you can. Hopefully this feels a lot easier for you to the roll down. Pause there. Fold, bend the knees, bend the hips. Walk your hands forwards, walk your feet back if necessary. Bring yourself into your downward facing dog inverted V position, meaning your spine is as lengthened in neutral as you possibly can. Your sit bones lifting up towards the ceiling. Hands are a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart just to support you. And if you're tight in your shoulders, push a little bit through your arms. Can you feel that stretch coming into your upper back as well that you get by pushing your arms? From here, I'm going to take you into a plank position and it's going to go into a wave-like motion. So core engage, pull that pubic bone in towards your head. Let it ripple through the spine as you bring yourself into your plank position. So back of the head, back of the shoulders, back of the pelvis, back of the heels. Feel the abdominals lifting up and into you. Your navel is lifting up. Your rib cage is supported at the front. Push from your hands as you go backwards. Push even more with your arms. I want you to get that big old stretch in that upper back, which you don't get often when you are on a long cycle. So from here, rounding in, pubic bone in towards you. Coming back, we're going to do that once more. And then press from your hands, bottom lifts up towards the ceiling. Push more through your arms. I want you to get this pec stretch. I want you to get into your mid-back. Good. And then curling inwards, eyes to your pelvis. Pausing there. Bring your knees down. Relax through the tops of the toes. And then sit back towards your heels. Stretching out. If you need to bring your knees wider, please do so. And I want you to walk your hands towards your left. Pause there. Reach your right arm and reach it along the floor. Can you feel the stretch coming into your back? Come back to the center. Walk your hands to the right and then reach that left arm. Can you feel that stretch coming into your back there? Very nice. Well done, and then come back to the center. Bring yourself up into 4-point kneeling. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Crown away of your head is away from your tail. So now into this 4-point kneeling position. From here, I want you to send your right leg out and then take it to the side as much as you can. Lifting up the inner arch of your foot. So you're really lengthening downwards to the outer edge of your lower leg, lifting up the inner arch, and we're going to shift back. So it might feel like you're carrying a tray of glasses on your back as you're shifting back and forth. Lift and feel like you're sticking your bottom out onto that right side. So core engage, the front of the ribs and the pelvic floor, deep abdominals are supporting you at the front. The shoulders are still helping you as well, and now you're probably feeling that you're stretching quite heavily through the inner thighs and to the hamstrings. Last couple. Good work. From there, we're going to come back, slide that leg back underneath you, so his knees under the hip, and then we'll do the other side. So cores engage. The left leg goes back, keep the stability, take it out to the side, and then we start going back and forth for about 8. So you lift up that inner arch there, and then we're going back and forth. See how this feels on this side. Often we can feel very different from left to right, and you want to just sometimes have an awareness. Doesn't mean that we can necessarily fix things, but having an awareness, we can do maybe 5 more on one side than you would usually do on the other. Keep going. Remember that inner arch is lifting up. The outer side of the foot is rolling downwards, getting that stretch through the outside of the leg. Adjust that leg if it's feeling like it's too much for you and you can't handle that. You can take it further back. Good. Last one. Come back. Slide that leg back. Bring it back underneath you, and you're back here into your 4-point kneeling position. Walk your hands slightly forwards and shift your body weight forwards. Now this is called front support, and we're going to end with some nice mobility work for you. Cores engage. Push with your hands as you soften through the hips to shift back. We're going to curl the pubic bone in towards you. Keep your eyes on your pelvis. Shift your body weight forwards in your cat. Position unravel for me, and then bring your head into alignment. So your head, shoulders, pelvis. So head's the highest point. Lower the pelvis down, bend your elbows, lift your chest. It feels like you're pressing the floor away. Rolling your shoulders back if you can, and let your heart lift up to the ceiling. Don't stick your chin out if you can help it. Good. Let your bottom lift up, so it feels like your tail is lifting upwards now. Then you're going to curl inwards. Pubic bone curls in towards you. Then you lower the pelvis, elbows bend, lift your heart. Good. And then bottom goes back. And then you curling inwards, strong through your center. Elbows bend, lift your heart. One more. And back. And then exhale. A bit more flow, which is excellent to keep on doing more extension work with your cycling. It just allows to relieve that neck and shoulder tension. And then you go all the way back, resting down, and have a moment there. Good, well done. Breath in. Fill your back with air, breath out, release. If you're able to, sit back towards your heels. I'm going to bring myself a little bit more forwards now. And what you can do is to take your hands behind you and see if you can lift up your hips. And then come back down. One more. Send your hips up, core engage. Press away through the floor. And release. Very nice. Well done. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it.